Hello, white people.
Hey there, black supremacists. Isn't it just a beautiful day to get wrecked?
All the people live. It's like the Central District, Beacon Hill to the South End, being pushed further away because of what white people did. Now, where's my place in the music that's been taken by my race?
Welcome back, you overprivileged to the typical millennial, and boy oh boy, do I have a treat for you guys today. And especially if you're white. Because a YouTuber by the name of Rae Rivera is basically blaming all white people for our problems, and the problems of the black community. Especially if you're a man who identifies as being white. So I, being born a white Hispanic male, I decided, fuck it, let's watch this cancer.
I would love, first off, to thank you.
Aw, you shouldn't have. Who's a retarded special snowflake? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Why? Because white tears pay me.
Oh, my white feelings. But you know what this reminds me of? That's right, the male tears cup trend a while ago. The most ironic thing about this trend though is that male tears is basically another slang term for sperm. So basically drinking the sperm of the male. But wait, using that same logic, raise male tears equals sperm, so white male tears equals, oh my god, she's unfaithful to her race. Sorry guys, bad joke. Let's go on to the next point she makes.
The more you people get into your feelings over your God, moi, and moi people, the more you actually prove our point to your evil nature.
Which was exactly?
Nothing that you say or do is going to change the fact of your history or the reality that you pretend doesn't exist.
Oh shit, I didn't know you can change history. It's almost like that is an undisputable fact. She says it as though that we're responsible for what our ancestors did, but we're only responsible for ourselves. Almost like if someone in your family were to do drugs and they were to get arrested and the rest of society blamed it on you, except the only perpetrator was the guy, it's still the guy's fault, no matter what. You're responsible for your own individual actions, and that's it.
We are not the problem. You can constantly mention, well, why do y'all only make up this percent, but you make up this percent of people in jail? Well, let's talk about that. Mass incarceration. You target our men. Oh, stop trying to blame the white men for everybody. Sweetie, no one's trying to blame anybody, but you are, in fact, to blame.
Living contradiction much? That's almost like trying to say, well, I'm not pointing fingers, but I think that black guy over there did it. Do you start to see the irony behind your statement now? Because I sure hope you do.
Between your evil-natured men who are constantly raping and killing and dissecting and all the shit that y'all do, it's almost as gross as the women who raise you.
Since you didn't bring any statistics, I'm going to bring some of my own. From the year 2003 to the year 2008, there have been 0 white on black rape. However, for the other side, I can't really say the same. Not to say all black men rape. I'm just saying your argument's not very strong.
Work for you. You are a disgusting virus on this earth. And the fact of the matter is, you are dying off faster than you can even have babies. And that is why a lot of you will shame us for having several babies.
Actually, no, I think that's just a thing in general with women. People will shame you regardless of whatever you do. I have met women that are shamed for not having children, and I have met women that are shamed for having children. So it's not just you and your race. It's all races. And all people.
and then assume we're not married. Did you know black men and black women were more likely to be married than white men and women up until the war on drugs started? Go research that.
She actually has a point with this. But what she does forget to mention is that the law that made the war on drugs so large and the mass incarceration that occurred was largely supported by the black community at the time, including pastors, local mayors, congressmen. I remember at least reading one source that stated 11 out of the 21 black Congress members were supportive of the bill. So it's not necessarily just all the white person's fault. Not necessarily that there isn't racial discrimination that has caused incarceration of more African Americans, but it's not necessarily just black people to blame for such a law to be implemented.
See, you come with bullshit like, hey, fuck you, nigger. You fucking nappy head nigger. Fuck you. Are you getting fat? Are you getting ugly? You're this. You're just jealous. You're that. You're this. White men don't want you. Ah, sweetie, if there's one thing white men want, it's black ass. Y'all Thomas Jefferson the fuck out of black women. Period. Don't.
I would disagree and agree simultaneously because everybody has their fucking preference, no matter what you look at. There are white men that are interested in black women, and there are black women interested in white men, and there are people that are interested in their own race, and there are people that are interested in other races. It's like everybody else. It seems like white men are the only ones that have raped throughout history, but humanity's a fucked up species. There have been black men that have raped black women, and there have been black men that have raped white women. It really all depends. There are different time periods, even at some points in different cultures, like in the Balkans, for instance, Greece, they were under slavery, just like African Americans were under slavery in the United States, and both of them endured around the same amount of time, around 400, 500 years, until both sides had fought for freedom, or both sides had some sort of revolutionary change within their perspective to start moving for their own progressive independence.
And trying to talk shit because I could talk shit with the best of them, and y'all know this. Nothing I have said in the last 3 years has been wrong. If you don't like what I say, go back to my videos from before 3 years ago when I'm cooning. Cooning. What about black on black crime? We're our own worst enemy, like one of my friends on Facebook says. One of my favorite videos. I gotta find that shit now. But come to my page and tell me where I'm wrong. You want to talk about black on black crime, you better have white on white crime statistics as well. Okay? If you want to talk about single women having babies in the black hood, speak on the white. Speak on the reasons behind why, generation after generation, black women have had the men in the household ripped from the family. Y'all have system after system after system after system set up against us. And you have the audacity to call people who call you out on your bullshit the problem. You're the fucking problem, but you don't want to look your ass in the mirror. I wouldn't either if I looked like y'all. I wouldn't. Period. Fuck you. I'm right. You're white. Get over it.
Using that same fucking logic, shouldn't you just get over slavery, and shouldn't you just get over everything that you just said because those are things that happened in the past? Oh wait, those things somehow resemble things that are occurring today. Is that right? And the funny thing is, I'm like the reverse of you. I was more so liberal leaning back in the past, and I always blamed the white person for all this shit. But then, I grew the fuck up. And I realized not everything was fucking racist. And I think you should grow the fuck up too. You look like a 20, 30-year-old black woman and blaming the white man for everything you do. Just make your own life decisions and stop blaming other people for what your bullshit occurs. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and if you like, please leave a like button. If you want to continue seeing more of my videos, please subscribe down below. For me, this is not necessarily my perspective or viewpoint. I just wanted to make a counter argument because I think some of her statements were ridiculous, but some of them were valid. Do not leave hate on her page. If I would never condone trying to leave hate on someone else's page. There's enough of that bullshit and cancer on this website. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed my video.